Hello Cricut crafters, welcome to today's video where I'm sharing a few of my top favorite money saving and time saving Cricut hacks and tips for you today. Honestly, crafting can get really expensive with the craft supplies and just the abundance of things. I mean, especially for me, I go to Michael's and suddenly my cart is filled with hundreds of dollars of things that I did not know I needed. Anyway, so today's video is all about how to save money with your Cricut with these little hacks and tips and save you some time. I will mention that I have done some Cricut hacks in the past and that video is right up here for you. And in there I explained more things like using your vinyl scraps and stuff like that. But in this one I really want to get into more of the SVG side of things and purchasing Cricut craft supplies and stuff like that because I think it's a whole different level. So let's get right into the first one, which is going to be ordering your craft supplies online. Now, for me, the dangerous thing is when I browse the craft store and I get a little too, I don't know, excited. I grab the infusible ink and oh, this vinyl's on sale, and it gets a little wild. Now, though I love doing that, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who loves just browsing the craft stores, honestly, when I go online on my computer, I use my laptop or, if you have a random computer at your house, I'm saying that because my Android phone does not necessarily do this as easily. Let's say I'm on michaels.ca or whatever, and I'm purchasing some infusible ink and all of that stuff. Now, online and in store, they have great coupon offers every now and then that you can show and get 30% off or 40% off. But on top of that, when you order on your computer, you can go to Google or whatever web browser you use and type in Michaels Canada or Michaels USA, whatever craft store coupons or coupon code. And then a bunch of little websites will come up. Be careful what you click on. It will come up with a bunch of random codes. So then, I know this takes a little bit of time, but if it saves you money, trust me, do it. I went ahead and I entered in a few of the codes, and after about 4 or 5 of them, I was able to get additional discount on top of it that I would not have been able to do in store. So that's a great one. Also, where I live, you're only allowed to use one coupon per transaction in the store, but online you can pretty much do as much as you want, and then you could do curbside pickup or you can go in the store and pick it up or ship it to you. So that's a great option. I also did that on Cricut.com. I went ahead and ordered my Cricut Maker. I live in Canada and it was the US website, so I did have to convert it to Canadian and all of that, but I still saved so much money because not only did I use their already website discount for the month of March, I Googled Cricut website promo codes, and then I tried a few of them and I was able to get an additional 10% off and free shipping on top of my already 40% off from their website. So I've saved a couple of $100 total just from Googling promo codes. So I highly recommend you do that for any website. The worst that happens is nothing works and nothing comes up, but at least in the other side of things, every now and then you'll get a really good coupon code that somehow works, and it's awesome. A great little tip is try shopping online. You might be able to get better deals and hopefully not fill up your cart with random craft supplies. I still do it online, but hey, at least I can use the promo code. With that is my second tip for purchasing things online. And in this example, I'm going to use the brand Tech Wrap. I love their vinyl. It looks fabulous. And I should say I've never actually tried their vinyl, but I love the look of their vinyl. And everyone talks about how great they are. It's kind of expensive to ship to Canada, so that's why I haven't tried it. But if you're in the States, let me know how it goes because it looks really cool and everyone talks about it. So, for example, on their website, when you first go to it, I believe it says sign up with your email for 10% or 15% off or something like that, which is awesome. Go ahead and do that if you want. I always suggest doing that and then just unsubscribing after if you do not want the emails. You can still use the coupon code, right? I do that for all the websites I go on. And the awesome thing, I didn't even do this on purpose. I am a shopping therapy kind of person. I have a shopping addiction. And so I like to go online and I will add things to my cart that I think are cool, and then I won't check out. I'll just leave it because I know I can't afford it. But it really helps calm me down. It's a weird little thing I do, but I really enjoy it. And one day I did that on Tech Wrap. I realized, nope, can't afford this, so I left it. And then a couple days later, I got an email. I think it was actually the next day. Oh, we saw that you haven't checked out yet. Here's an additional one to use courtesy of us or something. And I just ignored the email because I couldn't afford it. And then a few days later, I got another email from them. Oh, hi there. It looks like you forgot to do this and they try to make it urgent, like this is gonna expire in like 12 hours or something, but use this coupon code for 35% off or something. And it just like kept going. I still couldn't afford it. Like I said, shipping was really expensive to Canada, so would not be able to afford it. But I just wanted to say that TechWrap, as well as a bunch of other websites and companies, do this. They have a software where they can see what's in your cart, and they can see, you know, if your email's there, they can see what's in your cart, who hasn't purchased yet. And if stuff is sitting in your cart, for a lot of websites, they will email you additional discount codes and coupons throughout that week to try to get you to purchase. So honestly, wait till you get the first email and maybe even the second. They try to make it urgent and say like, you need to do this is gonna expire in 6 hours. Don't worry about it. Clearly, they can wait. So keep going, and yeah, you can get really good discounts that way. So that's a little bit of a tip if you can wait. Obviously, if it's urgent and you need that final, maybe you can't wait. But if you're like me and you just are shopping craft supplies for fun, it's another really great way to save some money. So now we've talked about those little tips, and as always, if you have any additional tips or hacks for Cricut crafting or anything to do with craft, please leave them in the comments down below, because all of us would appreciate it, that's for sure. The next thing I want to talk about are SVGs. The first tip I'm going to give you is for personal use only, so not to sell. And with this, I used to purchase my SVGs on Etsy and stuff like that. And though I think it's great to support shops like that sell SVGs, I have no issue with that at all, but it was costing me a lot here and there. I was spending $2, $3, and it would add up quickly. And a lot of the ones that are for sale on there, like the Disney ones and stuff, you legally actually cannot sell because they're copyright. They are illegally selling those, if that makes sense. You can get yourself in trouble if you try to sell those. I just wanted to tell you that. Don't mess with Disney and those type of things. Doesn't go well. Even on Etsy, they get their shops taken down for it eventually. Okay, anyways, moving on. So after a while of purchasing things on Etsy, I realized I can just go to Google and type in anything. So let's say I did one specifically. My friend wanted a unicorn and a little Pokemon guy for a cup that she wanted me to make for her kids. So I went on Google and I typed in whatever that Pokemon's name was, and then coloring page or unicorn coloring page. This is because it is black and white, it's a flat image, and normally with a coloring page for kids, it's pretty simple. Like there's not a lot of really fine little details, so it's really easy to work with. And I would suggest that if you're first starting out. Eventually you can get a little bit more creative with it, and as you go you can be more intermediate level, I guess you would say. So I went ahead and I downloaded that. I actually did it in this specific tutorial here where I explain all of the steps and go into detail. And with that, when you upload it into Cricut Design Space and remove the background, you are able to use the contour button on Cricut Design Space like I show in that tutorial, and you create all of these beautiful layers. So you take a project that looks like this from Google and you convert it into a beautiful, stunning SVG like this that you can make a little tumbler or whatever, and this is what they look like. And I made those myself. So instead of going out and purchasing the SVG, though that would save me a little bit of time, I was able to save a lot of money by just making it myself. So that is a really fabulous idea. Again, you cannot sell those if you just grabbed it off of Google. The PNG, yes, you can upload a PNG and a JPEG to Cricut Design Space. It does not have to be an SVG. And I'm telling you that because I didn't know that for about 4.5 years. I was purchasing SVGs for 4.5 years until I learned you can upload a PNG image or a JPEG and just remove the background manually on Cricut Design Space. I don't know why, no one told me, so PSA for you, you can do that, save your money. And I have tutorials showing that. Like I mentioned, all of the tutorials will be down below for you, and on my channel you can find a ton of Cricut Design Space tutorials under that specific playlist. So that's a really great tip to save some money. Another one with that, again, nothing in this video is sponsored. It is just my genuine tips and tricks and opinion on these things. So another really great one that a few of you suggested to me was Creative Fabrica. I'm so sorry, I don't know exactly who were the people that suggested it to me because there were a few of you, but thank you so much to all of you that suggested I check out Creative Fabrica because it has changed my crafting game, saved so much money and time for me, it's crazy. So I checked out Creative Fabrica for myself, and wow, oh wow, is it crafter's paradise. I have talked about it a few times on here, so I will leave it up here for you to check out the video of me talking about it. But essentially they have a bunch of fonts and SVGs that come with the commercial license all of them, even after you cancel your subscription, it is a lifetime commercial license. So once you cancel, that's okay. You can still use these SVGs and sell. Amazing. Hello, I'm not looking to get sued anytime soon or ever for selling things that do not have the commercial license. So definitely something important if you're looking to sell your handmade items. And a lot of times when you go to purchase the commercial license on other websites, it costs a decent amount of money for each file. So let's say $20 here, $10 here, that adds up quick. With Creative Fabrica, it's already included in the price, and there are a few other websites that do that as well, but I really highly recommend Creative Fabrica. I will leave the link for that in the description because I do have a really good discount code with it as well. But for the first month, if you click on the link in the description, it will send you to their website, and for the first month, it's only $1. And you can do unlimited downloads of their fonts, SVGs, all of that stuff with the commercial license. You can cancel at any time, and it is a lifetime commercial license. Do you see the math here? How much money you can save? Incredible. And even after that, I now have the subscription that I pay for with my own money every month, and I still save so much money on it. Even if you do not have a shop that you sell your handmade items, it is so amazing to have these beautiful SVGs already done. They have thousands, hundreds of thousands of them, and if you don't believe me, check it out for yourself, bundles and all. It's awesome. And so that is a huge Cricut tip and hack, probably one of my biggest ones, and that actually came from you. So thank you so much for those of you that suggested it to me, and I was able to be in email contact with Creative Fabrica and get a discount code for my viewers, which, like I said, is linked in the description. You just have to press on the link and then it automatically applies the discount code when you renew and whatever. And like I said, you can cancel at any time. Hey y'all, I had to add something into this video today. Originally, I finished filming it, I was ready to go and edit it, but then I found a really good deal and I have to show it with you because it works perfectly with this hack video. So when it comes to the Cricut world, if you are a part of most Cricut crafting groups on Facebook, I think the most common question I see on there is, what font is that? What font are you using? And on all the posts, people are wanting to know what font are they using. And honestly, the most common font I have personally seen is the font Samantha, the script one, Samantha script. And it's super popular, but it's also pretty expensive. Like, for example, normally on Creative Fabrica, for example, right now, it is about $80. And I've also seen it upwards of sometimes $90 and more. So that's a lot of money that I am not willing to pay or have to just purchase a font for commercial use. If you don't know what commercial use is, that means that you are able to sell products that you make with that font. So if I were to add it onto a mug, I can legally sell it. Now, the reason for that is you don't want to get into the whole legal issue with copyright and being sued and things like that. You need to have the commercial license to sell any cut files or fonts and things like that that you purchase. So make sure that you have the commercial license. That being said, right now Creative Fabrica has a really good deal. So originally, you can see here, it is $79. And right now they have a deal that it is $9 for this font with the commercial license, which is a really good deal. I know $9 seems like a lot, but for this font, which is one of the most popular fonts in the Cricut world that I personally have seen talked about, and I've been crafting for well over 5 years with my Cricut now, so it's definitely a really popular one, and it is a huge discount. So it is until April 15th, I believe. It's their Easter promo that I saw, and when you purchase this font, if you were to purchase it for $9, you also get 1 month for free of their membership for unlimited download, unlimited access to all of their fonts and things like that. So it is a really good deal in my opinion compared to the price it was before. So I'm really excited to get crafty for Mother's Day with this font because it's just so beautiful, and for spring and summer, I'm obsessed. So I am so excited to get crafting with this, and I just had to share it with you right away because talk about a Cricut hack to save money. This is insane. Like, this is such a good discount on this font. I am shocked. And I wanted to share it with you in today's Cricut hacks and Cricut tips video because a huge money saving option for you today. Moving on to my last and final tip for today, which are digital mock-ups. Now, why I suggest this is more for the business tip side of things, is when you are looking to sell things, instead of buying 30 of these mugs, for example, and making all of the examples that I want to list. I used to do this, okay? I would do it and all of the different examples, and I would need to find people who, okay, I need to find a mom, and her kids' names for Mother's Day so that I don't have to make it and throw it out and I can just give it to her. It was expensive, it was annoying, and it just took up so much of my time as well. You can buy one of these or take an image online if you know exactly the one you want to buy and digitally create a mock-up. So you take the photo, you overlay your SVG on top of it, and I have a video tutorial specifically showing you how to create these really easily, step by step, right up here. It's super simple, I promise, but I don't know why I never thought of it before, and it's a really great tool to be using if you're looking to sell and list some handmade items with your Cricut. So I have done a few, these are some examples of mock-ups that I made, and then also I took some really great photos with just my regular camera and the outside lighting, and it went really well. So that video is right there and in the description box as well if you want to check that out. But those are a few Cricut tips and tricks for today's video on how I saved a lot of money and time with my Cricut crafting. Like I said, crafting with your Cricut and crafting in general can be an expensive hobby sometimes, and any way that you can find ways to save your time and your money so that you can get potentially more craft supplies and have more time to craft is always a bonus. Well, at least it is for me. If you have anything else in the comments that you want to suggest for Cricut tips and tricks, or maybe you have any questions or need clarification, please feel free to comment them down below. As always, I appreciate all of your time, your comments, your likes, and all of you for sticking around and supporting my channel. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you all so incredibly, and I will see you all in the next one. Happy crafting, and please feel free to check out these videos here and here in the meantime until my next upload. Have a fabulous day. Bye for now, crafters.